Good afternoon, everybody. How are we all? Little bit of quick daily racing. I found myself with a spare hour, so I thought I'd do some racing at Leman. I've got to tell you, I've done one qualifying lap, and it wasn't great. 329.7. 129.7. Imagine that. I'm going in the Sauber Mercedes C9 for no other reason other than this car already had some paint on it, and I quite like it. So, 2 tyre compounds required, racing soft, racing mediums. I have no idea of strategy. I'm going to do the first race starting on the softs, just so I can see how far I can take them into the race, conceivably. And then what I'll probably do next time out is I'll actually start on the mediums. So this is a kind of tester. And to be fair, 329, I'm already top 8. That's not too shabby, to be fair. But I want to get that time down if I can. Ideally into the 26s at some stage. We'll see. We'll see. It's Le Mans. It's unforgiving. Let's see how we get on. Needed to get some daily racing done this week. I might actually do some at Seaside Reverse as well. But I quite like Le Mans. I do slightly prefer the GR2s over the GR1s here. But this Mercedes-Benz is pretty darn cool. Right, let's have it. 6 laps. Have to use both compounds, soft and medium. So, yeah, we'll see how we get on. Whoa, there, Tigger. Little nudge in his back. He was very, very early on the brakes, everybody. I can't be that much quicker than everyone, surely. Oh, this is woeful. Why are these guys braking so soon? Right, let's go. It's going to even out a bit. I hate it when it starts like that and you're kind of backed up and you're clearly quite quick. And you kind of have to slow down because there's nowhere really to overtake. But slipstream time. Got all kinds of wrong. Good exit though. I think everyone's going to go for this Sauber Mercedes. I wonder if a few people are going to go for the really old like Nissans and stuff like that. This guy's got a great run on me. Why does he didn't need to cut in front of me like that in the slightest? That was a bit of a dick move. Wanted to be on the outside really, but up the inside I will go. At least try to anyway. This guy's very laggy. Oh, not a great start. I've had no practice, of course, and yeah, 1 qualifying lap. What the hell is going on here? Absolute carnage there. I hate it when cars ghost out like that. It's just odd. Not a great start, to be fair, but plenty to be getting on with. I'm wondering if it's worth jumping in that insane Nissan. Penalty served for him. Right, 1 place to gain still to get my position back. I don't even know if it's worth revving this Sauber out or whether I should be short shifting it. I haven't got a clue. I haven't really had any time to put any sort of significant practice into this car to work that out. So these 2 races here, and it will just be 2 for the time being. I've got some shit to do. Will be basically about feeling out the car, feeling out the strategy. And then I'll come back later and do some more after mini challenge tonight. And to try and get the lines right around here. Thanks for that. know what that is? That's karma. Could try that Audi VGT. I quite like that car as well. I haven't really driven much the last couple of days. Well, actually, not at all, really. I haven't actually driven since Sunday. No, I haven't. Sorry, I lied. Saturday. And as you guys know with me, it's all about getting some practice in. Oh, too late on that. I don't know what that penalty was for. I was trying to avoid a penalty and I might as well just fucking got one. Right, struggling a bit. I can do a 329. Let's do a 329. It looks to me like the tyres will do 6 laps, so what I'll do then, if they can do 6 laps, 1 lap on the mediums. And I'll probably make that my first lap. A little bit of focus, I think. A little bit of focus. Got limited time this week, so I want to try and get as much in as possible in the time that I do have. He's going to try up the inside. Ghosts out though. He's got insane straight line speed. The Sauber just doesn't have that kind of pace in a straight line. And I am wondering if at this level you might be better off just going for that raw pace, because none of us at this level are that good through the corners. That's why we're at this level. Everyone had a penalty there, but they had worse than me. Still in 9th. So I'm placed down on where I qualified. Bit better through there. Someone's crashed, always good. Right, through the 4 chicanes, that was better. Right, some way off my 329. Right, that's got to be the target this lap, 329. Slipstream aside, I need to get to sort of around my qualifying time. Oh, I cut that. I wanted to go early, but I cut it too fucking early that time. I can't, I'd never seen any class to get that corner right. I either slow down too much and get a penalty that way, or I go through it too quick and get a penalty the other way. Or I slow down too much and get it absolutely right, but don't get any speed onto the straight, which is kind of what you want.
I've got 3 bits of information.
apologise for that, disappearing. Mrs. wanted to talk to me. I did think, you know when you feel like someone's watching you? And that's exactly what happened. She crept up behind me and she was leaning on the back of my chair and I didn't notice she was there, but just had this like burning feeling that someone was staring at me, and it was really creeping me out. And then I realised she was behind me, and then she spoke. So yeah. Okay, I have made it back up to 8th, but that's because people have been into the pits. Oh, why is he so slow around there? Now I probably can do one more lap, so that's what I'm going to do. But that started out all right, that lap, and then got worse progressively. Oh, come on. Every fucking time they ghost. The one time they don't fucking ghost. What a crock of shit that is. They ghost, I fucking go round them. They don't ghost, that happens. Inside I will go. Again, more in the pits. I'm up to 4th, but that's not entirely accurate in terms of the real picture. I'm struggling with grip a bit though. Wondered if it's 3 laps is better. See what I mean? I don't get any pace through there at all. He got loads through there, but did he pick up a penalty? We will soon find out. As you guys are probably aware, I'm not very good in GR1s. I think my reaction speeds are just too slow for these cars. I think I need to learn my racecraft with slower vehicles. Bump draft me? No, of course you won't. Funny how the cars always ghost into this turn. I don't quite see why that's necessary unless someone crashes. But you see how weird this, stupid this is, right? So that guy up 2 places up, loses his back end coming out of the forward chicane, doesn't ghost. Goes into a perfectly normal turn there, not a problem, but ghosts. I think actually it's 3 and 3. Very nearly, very nearly. Right, so he did pick up a penalty going wide into Mulsanne. Assuming that's where he picked it up. Didn't see him go off the track anywhere else, so it was quite expertly done. Plan that. Into the pits. Oh, you fucking wank. Oh, I managed to avoid that, but he is a massive wank puffin. Don't refuel. Okie dokie. Well, it's not started out too well, to be fair, but I'm not too disheartened just yet, considering that I've done 0 practice. Really, I did 1 just to qualifying, and that was 1 singular lap. Right, here we go. medium tyres. So first things first, avoid going over that line. Just adjust my braking a little bit, and the fact that they're not going to have the same sort of grip anymore. But then there are going to be others out there with the same problem, maybe. Avoid a penalty, that's the key. I think I'd rather be slower through there than others and guarantee that I avoid a penalty than the other way round, because I think the penalty is infinitely worse because of where it is. He is going to gain on me with the slipstream, but he's not going to do anything into the braking zone. If I keep it nice and tight through here, he can have another go here. Weaving a little bit, but there's not much point really, because he's in a fast car and he's got slipstream. It would be silly to kind of mess around and try and, because he's going to do something stupid like that, and he's bound to do it again at another braking zone in another corner. And my aim is to finish where he is. That's it. If I can finish in 8th, I've not lost anything, but I've not gained anything, but I've not lost anything, which is the important thing. So it does ghost everybody out at turn 1. Not turn 1, at the end of the Mulsanne curve, or whatever it's called. The Mulsanne corner, I think is its correct name. It ghosts everybody there. I'm assuming that's because it's a bit of carnage otherwise, but kind of it ruins the whole fact of racing, really, doesn't it? I think that was a well-avoided accident, to be fair. If he picks up a penalty here, or he has picked up a penalty, then I'm in a pretty decent position, isn't it, like he did. Avoid them curves like the plague, man. Gained a bit of time through Porsche, or Porsche, however you want to pronounce it. I don't know whether to go second and first or third and first through there. Okay, chance to do a hot lap. 34 was my best on the softs, which is some way off my quality time. Going to gain on me here. Penalty though, that's got to be a penalty. He was well off the racetrack. He's going to close on me. Oh, he's not closing. That's even better. So he's not closing on me, and it looks like, well, he is now, but it looks like he picked up a penalty, but he's not going to be close enough, I don't think. Hello, Rooster, and Andy loves you too, man. Andy loves you too, and so does that. I'm assuming that's not a dick pic you just sent me. How freaky would that be? You get a little message on YouTube and then all of a sudden a little rooster penis turns up in my inbox. I'm sure it's not from you. So, 8th is where I qualified, 8th is where I am. I've had some absolute donkey shit laps though. Yeah, lap 1 was a travesty. Lap 2 wasn't much better. Did improve a little bit by lap 3. And then of course I had to come in for a pit stop. Got this guy hunting me down. He's in a very, very fast car, but he is he's embracing the track limits just past the point of it being okay in a few corners, but certainly into the Mulsanne straight it looked like he did. And if he's got a penalty there, he's not freaking catching me. Oh, you absolute wanker. That's not good. But he's cocked up there. The guy behind me's been off track. Oh, that's not fair. So I didn't serve the penalty there. So I've got to be 1 second. I slowed down for no reason there as well. So I've got to be 1 second ahead of this car. And actually, slowing down to serve the penalty could have actually cost me. I've stayed on the power. Oh, it's gone all wrong. I've stayed on the power. We'll see, I might still be alright. I've got to basically be a second ahead of this guy in 8th at the moment. It's not going to happen. It's my own fault. So he's going to gain that place back. No, he also had a penalty, which that's perfect then. So 7th, I'll tell you that. That's 1 place gain on where I qualified. I'm going to get an opportunity to chuck a couple of quali laps in. We'll see how that gets on. Right, so 1 place gained there. Not bad start considering I've had no practice on this track. I'm pretending I don't know the track, but there we go. Okay, save the replay. It was quite eventful, but I can probably learn more from how bad I was than on other tracks where how good I am. Oh, well, I say good. I use that term very, very loosely. Apologise for that noise. Right, so same car. What do the qualifying rankings say? Global rankings say, well, the R92, pretty much. Friends rankings also say the R92. A couple of the Sauber Mercedes. I'm going to stick with the Sauber because I've done all of my driving in that so far. I may bring out another car later on. We will see. So let's enter. Let's get a qualifying lap done. I've just got enough time to stick 1 in. If I can improve on that 329, that won't be bad. It just moves me up the grid a little bit. It wasn't a great start. If anyone knows if I should be revving this out or short shifting, please let me know. I'm not consistent enough to compare 2 laps side by side. I think I might, if I get a chance to, while I'm cooking for my children, I might watch a couple of the ghost laps and see what they do. Not that I'm going to be able to emulate everything they do, but if I can do a little bit of what they do on a couple of, particularly I need to find out how to take that corner back there onto the Mulsanne. I lose so much time coming out onto the Mulsanne. That's where I'm going to find some time. Through the chicanes, I'm probably not too bad through the chicanes, and I think I'm all right-ish through Indianapolis and the Porsche curves. Ford chicane, maybe get a little bit of advice there. Not advice, but a little tip or two there. I mean, look, if I can, the thing is, it's a long racetrack, and there's a lot of places to gain time. If I spend too much time focusing on every single corner, it's gonna throw me out. So I think I need to focus on the corners where I know I'm struggling, and see if I can improve that a little bit, and then from there maybe build on one or two others. As I said, I might also do some Dragon Trail this week as well, some Daily Race B. So I don't know, is the honest answer. Maybe I should do what I did previous weeks, is focus on one track. Previously it was Yamagiwa. Last week I didn't get a chance to do much because Daily Race C was Grand Valley, and I hate Grand Valley, and Sardegna B was an absolute crash fest, so it wasn't a great week for daily racing. Plus I was quite busy. I am also quite busy this week, have been thus far anyway, so time is limited. We'll see how much time I can gain this week. I've also got practice for the iRacing event on Sunday, which I missed last week due to an internet problem. That's now solved. Thank you, Community Fibre, for sorting that out. I don't know if I should be braking now. I normally don't in any other class. I normally just lift off, but a couple of times I've gone round there, I felt that I was coming in too hot. This feels better than it has done previously. I haven't got a reference. I haven't really been paying attention to sector times. That felt better. Come on. That was a better lap. Not significantly better, but no, well actually that is quite a lot better. So I'm going to do 3 and 3. 3 on the mediums, 3 on the softs. I wasn't happy with the last lap on the softs. It felt a little bit dodge, and I'd rather not put myself in a position where I'm chasing down on the last lap potentially a position or trying to defend a position with tyres I'm not entirely confident with. So I think 3 and 3 is probably the best idea. Right, let's have a little try at something here. If I just lift, a little touch, and coast it through, that's much better. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Little lift, touch the brakes and coast it through the corner in 3rd gear. Boom shanker. Right, where do I qualify? Funny enough, worse than I did previously, which is a bit odd. It's now sticking some B drivers in my lobby, which doesn't make any cotton picking sense. A D rated for SR and C rated for SR, but they're B rated drivers. Now, shouldn't they be down with other B rated rubbish drivers, not in with C drivers? Because you can tell what's going to happen. Those guys are going to be crash fest central. Right, I need to change my tyres, don't I? That would be a good start. Racing mediums. If anyone's got any tips on brake balance as well, whether I should be playing around my brake balance and it might help me, that would be quite good. I need to get rid of the chat box. There we go. Sorry, Andrew, nothing personal. It's blocking up the screen. Okay. Qualified worse, which sometimes that does happen. I don't know quite why there's B drivers in here. I'm at the low end of C, but I suppose it is what it is. Let's see. Now, obviously, everyone around here is a lot quicker because they're closer to my pace. I suppose I shouldn't complain because they are closer to my pace that I just put in. So maybe I'm a victim of my own six. Maybe I should have stayed at 29 and then done 27s in a race. Because then that would have put me up amongst the big boys. Okay, so it is starting on mediums. I'm going to do 3 laps on the mediums, and then I'm going to do 3 laps on the mediums unless on my 2nd lap everything goes tits up. Then I'll just do the last 4 on softs. But I think 3 and 3 seems to be the way to go. Then I can get some representative times as well, because obviously I'll have I'll have two full. Well, I'll have one. Well, I'll have one medium lap time, and I'll have two soft lap times to compare. Let's have it. So here we go. What the hell was going on there? Right, much better start than Grigo, or whatever his name is. What's he going to do, though? What's he going to do? I've got to back out because he's not. And I'm, oh, ghosting. Stick around the outside, up the inside. Avoid some. Oh, little tag there from behind. So I did avoid some of that, but not all of it. And I got a little bit of love from one of these cars. Oh, fuck off, you absolute fucking cunt. So I'm going to get a penalty because he nudged me out there. Or will I? Did I get away with that? Because he did nudge me out there, to be fair. It looks like I didn't get the penalty. Hopefully he did. Thing is, he nudged me out there and still ended up out there himself. Absolute wank puffing. That was about as useful to you as a chocolate teapot, wasn't it, my friend? Got him in my slipstream now, and he did get a really good exit out of the chicane. I will just slot in nicely behind you, and then off I go. That went well, didn't it, son? Just a cold pillow. Yeah. With a personality like that where you want to cause accidents, I imagine you've got quite a few of those. Because no one's laying on the one next to you. Really good exit speeds. I think he's in the... I can't tell. The colour of the car's kind of messed with the shape a little bit. That's the Porsche 919. Nice try. There we go. So yeah, so basically he had a go, it didn't like it. He had another go, didn't like it. He had a go that time, and then rage quit because he's a baby. He's a baby. So I didn't really brake that early. Oh, I lost the back end again. It's these medium tyres. I can't be too brave on the mediums. My traction control off, no? It's very weird. I didn't have this problem in the last race with the back end stepping out quite so much. And I'm not doing anything differently. Very, very weird. Oh, he's going to gun ghost in front of me, isn't he? The car's behaving very differently than it was on the medium tyres last time out. And it's concerning me a touch. Oh, you fucking wanker. You don't hear that kind of language on Tidgy or Kai or any of those guys, do you? They're quite polite and nice and they just laugh. I just shout wanker at people on a regular basis. Sometimes even when it's my fault I do it. Yeah, so if you want the PG-13 version, go and watch those guys Tidgy and all that. But if you want to hear someone getting character assassinated and mum jokes, then I'm your man. The irony is I'd probably be faster if I just shut the fuck up, but I don't want to. To be fair, I talk like this when I'm driving on my own and I'm not on comms. I talk like this anyway to myself, so why not talk to you? Right, so I'm still in 10th, which is where I qualified. This time last race I'd lost a couple of places. I was in 10th then, but I actually qualified in 8th there. But I think it's all going a little bit better this time. And in terms of lap time, I did the same lap time on the mediums in lap one that I did on the softs in lap one last time. So it's all good. And I've got the soft tyres to come, of course. I think I prefer the expression comment along, Ricardus. Yeah, comment along. Comment along with Urban Pirates. Could be on CBeebies, but like the late night version. CBoobies. Not that I would work for the BBC because, well, I'm not a nonce for a start, so I wouldn't be allowed. It's nice though that the Catholic Church and the BBC are giving opportunities to sexual deviants and paedophiles. Hate these cars with a passion. Not the ones I'm in, the one in front. It's that ridiculous straight line speed. It's, yeah, the BOP doesn't really match up. On a race like this, you can't catch them. Especially for people who can get them slowed down, like he can. Alright, you two have a little tangle, I'll go this way. Right, up to 9th. Pinky and Perky had a little coming together through Indianapolis, etc. I'll let them get on with it. Yeah, I can't say pedo anymore, you have to call it, oh, what's the word? Child addicted. Yeah, addicted to children. But who was it? I think it was Ricky Gervais did a sketch about it and said, you know, like when you're weaning people off heroin, driving really shit through the Porsche curves there, you give them methadone like a heroin substitute. So like if you're weaning paedophiles off children because they're child addicted, do you start them off with like dwarfs? Alright, so medium tire runner going in the end of lap 2. That was actually a really, really shocking lap. 34. I thought so, yeah. Very funny man, Ricky Gervais. Very funny. The thing I love about Ricky Gervais is he says exactly what he thinks. He genuinely doesn't give a fuck. It's a really good attitude to have in life, I think, to say what's on your mind. You know, I think if you don't deliberately set out to offend somebody, and it does offend somebody, that's not your fault. You know, if, you know, I go up to somebody's face and I say, you're a big fat bastard, and they're fat and they're a bastard, then I'm probably setting out to offend them. But if I tell a joke about a big fat bastard, I'm not trying to offend anybody, I'm just telling a joke. And I think the problem with the world at the moment is that they're too fucking woke. They just need to fuck off, basically. Everyone in the world just needs to fuck off and stop being such a fucking baby. I'm offended. I don't give a fuck. The fact that you're offended does what for me? Nothing. It's the people as well. I'll tell you who else annoys me. The people who get offended for other people. I've got a friend who is, he's British born, but to, I think it's Bangladeshi parents, I'm sure it's Bangladeshi. I say friend, he's an acquaintance, but he's born to Bangladeshi parents. And I know that he quite often has people speaking up on his behalf on social media, and he has to remind them that he's not actually offended and shut the fuck up. And he actually finds people speaking up on his behalf more offensive because they're making assumptions on his own intelligence. Right, I should talk less and drive more, shouldn't I? I should change this series to Daily Racing or Commentator Goes Racing, whatever I'm calling it in a minute, to Talking Bollocks While Driving Slowly with Urban Pirate. Maybe I could talk about current events going on in the news. Oh look, he's made a mistake. He's ghosted. Place gained. Thank you very much. I can get rid of these medium tyres now. They can. I'm going to get rid of these medium tyres now. It's not I'm going to have to pit. I know I've got to pit and up to 6th. I know I'm not going to be up to 6th by the time I've gone into the pits. But I'll get a good indication roughly where I am in the scheme of things. I need to get this better than I did last time. Oh, that is fucking crock of shit. I didn't leave the fucking racetrack. But penalty is penalty. Alright, let's go into the pits and I can read the novel that Ricardo's has just written to me now I'm driving. I'm only joking, buddy. I love the interaction, guys. Love it. Racing soft, don't fuel. Oh, have you been proud? Of course, because it's Dragon Trader BMW Cup as well, isn't it? Oh, yeah, it's in reverse on dailies though. That's about as much use as a chocolate teapot. I suppose if you you could do them, you could do loads of dailies and then watch them back in reverse, and then I don't know, or drive it in reverse gear, that is. Right, I've got that penalty. I don't want to pick up a 3-seconder. Cold tyres, man, cold tyres. Right, 11th. So I'm down a place. I don't know how many ahead of me still need to pit though. But equally, I don't know how many behind me have pit and are faster. Because I pretty much haven't been paying attention to anybody else on the racetrack. Right, it's maximum effort because I've already lost about 3 seconds here because a half-second penalty. That's what it equates to here at Leman, particularly in these Gr ones. Really gaining on Zav MX5. If he's in MX5, that would be mental, but no. There's no point weaving, man. I'm a coming. Smooth is fast. That's the saying, isn't it? Smooth is fast. Let's go for smooth. Smoother than a cashmere codpiece. Oh. Wiggly, wiggly, wiggly. The back end just went, hello, round to the front end, but I didn't die. It's going to be an interesting Indianapolis with me gaining on him as such. Be silly to try and take him there. I was going to go for the switcheroo, but I got it kind of wrong in the first bit because I was a bit too close. I got closer than I would have liked. I hate it when that happens because I can't let off the brake when I want to. His penalty was longer than mine, was it? No, I think it was the same. That's a bit of a bugger. Right. This is the only thing I hate, when you catch a car that you're clearly quicker than, but you catch him at completely the wrong part of the racetrack, because you're not quick enough to kind of breeze past easily. You have to work at it. And obviously he's in a Porsche, so the Porsche curves are going to be golden for him. That's a penalty. Absolutely nailed on penalty. Which I shouldn't be doing now on the fucking soft compound tyres. That's a harsh penalty though. 1 second for that. That's harsh. That is really harsh. I feel like I'm getting spanked for, well, actually, to be fair, it's quite nice. Yeah, I don't know, I feel like I'm just getting a punch in the face for nicking a packet of sweets. Feels a little bit over. Car on cold tyres coming out of the pits ahead of me. So I was faster than the car in front, but he seemed to pull away. I didn't have a great end to that lap. Oh, what the fuck was he doing through that corner? I think, do you know what? Yes, I hit him, but that is fucking ridiculous. I don't know what the fuck he was doing through that corner. He was slowed right down. I mean, like, ridiculously slowed right down. Unnecessarily so. It's like he was fucking waiting for someone. He was hardly even fucking moving. But he's doing it again. Fucker, what the fuck are you doing? You fucking wanker. I think he's on auto drive, isn't he? Stupid fucking prick. You better be on auto drive because one of your fucking pets has fallen down a well. He's going to gain on me because of slipstream, because the AI will drive for him. But what an absolute fucking big, fat, massive cunt. To be fair, I should be careful with the word cunt. The last time I used it on a broadcast, I lost about 200 subscribers. And I got a very, very nasty message from some god-bothering little wank puffin from Tennessee about how I was going to get struck down by the forces of evil and all that kind of palaver. I told him to go fuck himself, but I was contemplating putting it up online and shaming him, but people like that god-bothering weirdos do not deserve any kind of recognition at all. So, 3-second penalty to serve. It's going to cost me a fuck ton of time, and yeah, I'm probably going to lose 10th and probably 11th as well. Or see 10th and 11th come past me, should I say. How is it that I'm worse on the soft compound tyres than I was on the mediums? Get through to the end of this lap, then we do one more lap to try and do something a little bit less shit than this one. I'm struggling on these soft compounds, you know, really struggling. I might stay on the mediums for longer, you know. In the race, I seem to be really struggling on the softs. And I actually didn't lose any places with that penalty, which is surprising. Right, final lap. That was a god-awful lap, that one. What a great start through Dunlop for this one. It's like my tyres got better, but my brakes did not. That said though, I am still gaining on the German up ahead. Lizard and Yui. Fastest thus far. which is always good. I've gained on my qualifying again, so I gained a place last time, gained a place this time. It's not bad to end on. Still doing alright, still nice and green. Talking of green, man for the Emerald Isle is winning. Garance, whatever his name is, Garance. Right, the guy in front of me is pulling away. Wasn't great through there, lost some time. Nearly. Come on, please have a penalty. Oh, you hit that curb, it really throws you. Especially in these cars. What I found actually, I'm taking quite similar lines to the lines I would take in GR3, GR2. And I think these cars are just so different. You can't take those same lines through the corners in these cars because you get too near the curves and you just get absolutely thrown all over the gaff. It's ridiculous, but I'm holding on for ninth at the moment. There we have it. As long as I don't do anything stupid through here, I should be alright. Don't pick up a penalty, Andy. Get across the line. Again, not quite lap, 32. But, ninth. Engenger. Engina. Right, there we go. That's the two races I promised you. Got some shit to do, and I'll do the minis, and then I'll probably be back after that for a couple more. See if we can get improved on that. Let's save that replay so we can have a comparison for later in the week. Thank you for getting involved, and piss off now. I'm going to do something more useful, like I don't know, go and watch season 3 of Gossip Girl or something, and I'll catch up with you all soon, very, very, very soon.